Get up there, back and crazy. Let me put these socks on. My feet cold.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a short gain down to about the 33. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Here's 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did it.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Nice little juke. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Tua. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
It's 4th down.
Here's Tua. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, Quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On first down, they'll go right back to Hunt. Taken down at the 30.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Good check. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. There he goes, right side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chiefs 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
And 10 yards to go.
Mahomes now to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. But he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 2 yards to go, second down.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Tua going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Brings up second and 1.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Noah Gray from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to get in for 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That's another
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Achane on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing that it was time to exit the pocket and go.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, it's Achane. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Now, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
That keeps the score Dolphins 27, Chiefs 15. Jason Sanders to kick
Now
off
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Mahomes. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a loose football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
This is 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's 1st down.
You not that good either, bro. You some shit too.
Mahomes will throw.
Hey, nigga, you talking shit though.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a
Yo,
19.
how you can get your ass went in and talk shit?
Another timeout call.
Hey, don't talk. You been being quiet all game too, bitch. You was quiet all game too. You was quiet all game too. Until you want to talk to your little friends about how you getting your ass whipped and how you getting your ass whipped. You want to talk to your friends. Oh, he's not even that good. You not good either, brother. You're not good either.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown
Exactly.
they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That's caught at the 25. And he's
Damn, son.
Touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively.
Nigga, it looked like you was garbage as fuck.
They're back in the game, and
It looked like you was garbage. It looked like you was garbage. You was winning, nigga. Remember that. Remember you had me. Remember that. Remember that, though. Remember that when they had that bullshit-ass blocked field goal. That bullshit-ass blocked field goal you got. Kelsey had some bullshit-ass catches. Bullshit-ass broken tackles. That bullshit-ass strip that I had in the end zone that you got the ball back. All that bullshit. The only reason you scored was on bullshit. And then you kept doing the same play, and I picked you off like 10 times. So shut the hell up. You trash. You did the same 3 plays the whole game. The same 3 plays. It was about shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, though. Look at this shit. That's like the 6-1. Nigga, you fumbled at least 3 times. I got two. Yeah, exactly. Trash.
Understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was
fucking your ass up.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida. beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
To throw is Daniels. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Here's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ben Sinnott, 27 yards. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their own 24. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Third down and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
33-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll give this to Achane. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Tua. Pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
2nd and goal at the Commanders' 8-yard line.
Here's Achane. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Commander defense able to hold. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
18, 5 in. 19 right. 18 left.
Daniels looking to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now he's free at the 35. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, 91 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
14. Dolphins nothing.
I hope your crackling ass is from Maryland too, motherfucker.
So here's Moody.
You doing a whole lot of laughing.
Send this one away. This going to be returned from the 2. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give, running right, Achane. And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. Powerful running. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
22 yards.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
14. Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Their own 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 27.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Sinnott as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Dolphins 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Tua, the final shot before half. Now a run here, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jake Moody to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Running right, here's Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. For the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Tua going to change the play. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, 42 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the one.
Commanders 21, Dolphins 13. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And now this is going to depend on the spot.
Greedy.
And they say he's just short. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Running left, Achane. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Two are going to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
It's a loss of 4.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down, they're going for it.
It's fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Krosky Merritt. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Here's Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A gain of 22 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Washington Commanders first down. First and
To throw is Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
2 more yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Krosky-Merritt is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Dolphins 13. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Merritt. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And the Commanders first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass the try. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of
Give him 32 on the play.
That's good.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd of the yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler from 6 yards away. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Dolphins 13.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll try and do this himself. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Commanders. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now.